An autopsy and a full brief of evidence into the death in custody of a disabled Warlpiri man in an Alice Springs supermarket earlier this year have been completed, but it's still unclear whether any charges will be laid. NT Police say it's now up to the NT's Director of Public Prosecutions to determine what happens next. And a warning, this story contains the name of an Aboriginal man who has died, used with the permission of his family.
Nearly 4 months since this scene of grief over the loss of a young Warlpiri man in an Alice Springs supermarket. A long-awaited update.
The Northern Territory Police have now received the final autopsy report into Kumanjayi White's death.
Kumanjayi White's death triggered protests and vigils around Australia.
We are angry!
The 24-year-old man who lived with disabilities died after being restrained by 2 plainclothed police officers in the Alice Springs Coles in May.
I know this has been a devastating and painful time, and I want to acknowledge the profound grief felt not only here in the Northern Territory, but across the nation.
The findings from an NT Police investigation now in the hands of the Director of Public Prosecutions, who will determine if any charges will be laid.
It is important that everyone understands the independence of that process. I know that there will be anger and hurt in the days and weeks ahead, and I want to appeal for calm and for the respect as the process by the Director of Public Prosecution runs its course.
Over the weekend, senior police travelled to Yuendumu, the remote community from where Kumanjayi White hailed, a day after the young man's funeral.
We maintain strong relationships with the community of Yuendumu, as evidenced by the fact of our Executive Director of Cultural Reform and our Assistant Commissioner Michael White attending that community and staying overnight on the weekend and being involved in several meetings with the family.
Kumanjayi White's family still waiting for closure.
4 months is too long, and we feel that we have been let down by the system.
Another chapter in the months-long saga begins, with no clarity yet on when the DPP will have any answers. Matt Garrick, ABC News.